We're now live. Welcome back. Sorry about that. So it seems like we're going to have to do a little bit more teething problems and sort that out. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah. Hopefully now you can hear us and see us. That's the important bit. Mark has just shot himself. I think he's.
I can hear now. It's all nice and clear. Right. Have we got everyone back?
Yeah, they're coming in. They're coming in. Chris is here. Orgy's here. Lucky's here. Johan's here. They're coming. They're coming. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Right. So we did what we're vaping on. We did Mark's burning issue of the week, and weirdly, we're kind of on time with our notes. We've actually got time.
I'm just posting the link into Take 2 episode 201. Are we all there?
Yeah. We're coming. We're coming through. So I want to know, whilst we're getting Steve back in the game, what you guys think about pods. Are you pod users? What don't you like about them? And like, obviously, like, justify your reason, because there's a good reason to be there. I think Darcy's not very happy, Mark.
Mark's getting some shit behind him, like the good old days. It's literally junk waiting for the new office to be installed.
Yeah.
You see, I've got no issue with pods. Pods, I get that not everyone wants to blow clouds, bro. But to be fair, though, you look across the market and you look at the cloudy tanks, you look at the areas, you look at the cloudy tanks, you look at the higher power mods, and there's lots of them.
Yeah.
Same with pods, but there just seems to be more and more hitting the market.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this is it. And I think, I mean, obviously China's got a lot to answer for, because they see pods and they'll bring out a pod, and then someone else will bring out a pod. And I mean, at Expo, there must have been fucking 2,000 different pod devices, which wasn't great. I mean, like Stuart said, pods have their place. I use a Smock Rolo badge, which works great. Other pods have fallen by the wayside. Gareth says we'll probably never use a pod system. Chris does say, hate pods and all they stand for, but I do have one for stealth purposes, a la carte.
Are you back with us, Steve?
I think so. I don't know. Can you guys actually hear me or not?
We can hear you.
You've got no video, though.
It's like you're filming your jeans or something.
Okay.
There we go.
That as well.
There we go. Now we can see you. So yeah, I think pods have a, like they say. Do we have to pay extra now when it's in 4K? Yes, you do. Yeah. The reason that it stopped working was because you guys didn't put enough in the super chat. Mark, however, gets free shit sent to him at some point in the future.
Hashtag sod the pod. I like it. David, I'm with you on that.
Michael says, I'm still old school, use a Breeze 1 and an AIO, but that's because I'm a cheap sod, will get one new when I start. Actually, the Breeze 1 was good, and the Nautilus AIO...
No, the Breeze 1 was dog shit.
To use it, okay, if you needed to charge it and you wanted more than 10 minutes battery life, dog shit, right?
Hang on, what was a Breeze 1 sold as?
It was sold as a pod system, wasn't it?
A starter kit.
Ooh, that's a point.
Right. Do starters want a 0.5 clouds, bro?
Clearly.
No, they don't. They want high nicotine. They need a tight pull. It is not mouth to lung. Sorry, Breeze, bye-bye. Breeze 2, even worse. The Breeze AIO was better because you got that collar.
What about the Nautilus AIO?
That's the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay. I think they...
Can you tweak your mic up a bit?
I can. Yes. Actually, I can just move it closer to my face. Old school volume control. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, my other Melissa, my other half, uses a Nautilus AIO, and she loves it because it's super convenient. She ain't got a faff, and she literally uses one flavor in it in one strength, and that does the job for her. You know.
We seem to have a lot of random adds to the group tonight.
Yeah, I've seen like 5 people get added to our group. And if you are watching and you're not a member of the group, go find us on Facebook, Vape Talk UK. And if you want us to accept you into the group, just stick £5 in the super chat.
You'll find out, Steve, that the cast is all about the super chat.
Yeah. So yeah.
Breeze 2 had airflow control too. Fine, I'm not disputing that. Did it have airflow control enough to get a proper mouth to lung?
The problem with the Breeze 2 is you couldn't get the lid off it.
That's not a problem. That's a good thing.
You know, the thing I did like about the Breeze 1 though is that weird battery dock extension thing they made for it. No, he's like, nah.
I have no words. I have no words.
Oh dear. I've just got to live up to my name now. So basically, I don't know if anyone saw about 3 or 4 videos, 3 or 4 shows ago, I was accused of being out of touch with.
No. You're accused of being detached.
Oh, okay, detached from the high-end world. That all I liked was was the thing Chinesium tat. So I got to live up to my name.
But it did not say Chaz. Oh, it was Chinese tat. There we go. Tell you what, for those that are interested, let's.
If you got it as a screenshot,
let's post it. No, we'll just go with it. Oh, there's too many characters. What? Okay, I'll do it in 2 sections. 2 very beautiful mods. And X.
Yeah, Orgy, I do. Although this is so what Mark's putting in the chat now is the comment that this guy left. I mean, this guy was coming out with this, and his name is, I don't know what his YouTube name was actually.
It was the pasta utensil.
Yeah, Mr. Pasta. Oh, that is it, Mr. Pasta Utensil. So
everyone's entitled to like what they like, and
Diddy's got it spot on.
Where's the chat for this then? I can't seem to find it.
Oh, hang on, let me send you the pop out.
Pop me out.
Pop you out. You sounded very mank then, Steve.
Pop me out.
Yeah,
I do try.
I did see that someone says, Dave from Mottram just put, I've not tried a pod yet that comes anywhere near a proper mouth to lung draw. To be fair, I like that a lot of pods are like a restricted lung.
No.
I mean, the closest thing, these mini fits, man. There's an open mouth to lung, but it's a mouth to lung.
It just winds me up. It winds me up. It's horses for courses. There's people that croon themselves over USB drives. It's horses for courses. If you want to suck a USB device all your life, then you carry on.
Fair enough.
You tight bastard.
Okay, right. So let's move on to the news. Get this out of the way, and then we can talk some more shit.
And one of the things that has come up is we talk about far too much irrelevant news, which I agree with. We don't give a chuff about what's happening in America. Well, we do, but it shouldn't be a main part of the show. So any news from now on will be British, and hopefully good news, not bad news.
Yeah, well, it will be British unless it's something that's utterly hilarious, in which case, we'll put it in, because funny news is funny news.
David's just about to lug this goon. How's that even? Hang on. It's too hot. Yeah. Too much air.
Right, okay. All right, so I can actually screen share now. I wasn't going to screen share in the other one, but I can screen share now. So basically, we're going to start off with a bit of a negative. and then we're gonna end on a positive. I think that sounds good, right?
Sure, why not?
So there's an urgent warning, from the guys at Unilad, but whatever. There's an urgent warning to e-cigarette users after footage shows battery exploding. So a consumer protection charity is urging those who use e-cigarettes to take extra care when replacing or charging them, as lithium batteries can often malfunction and even explode. So this charity, called Electrical Safety First, has shared a video demonstrating the dangers of overheating batteries and the ferocity with which they can burn. There has recently been a national recall of certain types of e-cigarettes. Should we play the video?
No.
No.
We've all seen a battery vent.
Yeah, so basically what a charity has done is they've gone, batteries can blow up. Let's blow one up and show you how they can blow up. So it demonstrates what can happen when a lithium battery overheats due to a fault, creating a Catherine wheel effect. This is a controlled test. I love how they've just stuck like a plastic bin over the top of it.
To be fair, they do produce a lot of smoke.
Yeah, pretty much. So it says at present there's around 2,000 e-cigarette stores alone in the UK with around 3 million people. Users of e-cigarettes are being warned against carrying the devices along with spare batteries in their pockets or bags next to loose change or other metal items. Now, you wouldn't believe how many times a day I have to tell people this still. Still, people come into the shop, oh yeah, I've got a problem with this battery, mate, and they pull a loose 18650 out of their pocket with the keys.
Right. Well, after the fire, we had a cleaning company come in to clean, and the guy running the show was a vapor. And despite seeing what had happened here, he carried batteries around in his pocket.
Wow. What, just loose in his pocket?
Yeah.
Did you tell him?
It was stood in a room.
So, in a room that's just had a house fire, the cleaning guy to clean up after the house fire is literally walking around with a fire risk in a house that's just had a fire.
Pretty much.
Awesome. Wow, that's impressively bad. Right. This article goes on to say that similar risks can also occur when using incompatible chargers, and consumers should ensure they only ever use a charger that is compatible with the device itself. You know what I saw for the first time today that I haven't seen in a very long time?
Tits.
No. A leaking 18650.
What? It's not like it's a Duracell that...
Well, it had this brown powder. Basically, this guy bought this mod off the internet, right? And he had a couple of E-Fests in it. Now, the wraps on the E-Fests look good. The batteries look good. They weren't dented or anything. But around the battery door and the bottom of the battery that had its negative to the battery door was just this brown powder.
Had he tried to use a Duracell?
No, he bought it as a cheap replacement kit because he lost his out walking or something, and he just needed something quickly until he could actually save up to get one. Like, he knew what he was doing. He wasn't being an idiot, but he came in to us and he was like, "What is this?" And
It's the electrolytes
in the battery.
That's what happens when you put Lucozade in your mod.
Highly flammable and potentially dangerous as it contains nasty chemicals.
Good, I got that all over my hands just before I had lunch.
Like hexafluorophosphate, apparently. Always use protection when handling batteries.
Am I going to die?
Probably. Did you put a condom on?
No.
No, you're probably going to die then.
I mean, I didn't touch it.
You are going to get the battery AIDS.
Yeah, you're going to get an STD from about an 18650.
Oh man. Is it going to be like, I don't know, is it going to be like Hep 18650? Yeah. Hepatitis type 25R?
But then what you'll have to do is send an anonymous text to everyone you've been in contact with. Anyone else's mod that you've touched, you might contaminate it.
Ah, shit.
What you needed to do was either boil the battery or put it in the microwave.
I heard microwave's very effective. Yeah.
You get a few more milliamp hours out of it as it blows out the screen on the front of your microwave. We're joking. You guys know we're joking. Please don't boil your batteries.
Or put them in your microwave.
No, put them in your microwave. If you're stupid enough to do it, then knock yourself out.
Oh, have you heard that alternative niches of the market to put it in their washing machine?
What?
Yeah.
I've heard tumble dryer.
Is that a serious thing?
No.
What benefit is that going to have?
It'll come out squeaky clean.
Obviously by accident, I guess. Sometimes that could happen.
I wonder what happened to a battery if you put it inside a Sonic Clean.
And then you just put them on through a steam iron.
You there, Steve?
Try it.
Is Mark frozen?
I'm here. Hello. Mark's frozen.
It felt like Steve was commenting like 5 seconds after. It felt like it. Am I all right? Am I here?
Yeah, you're here.
No, that's normal for me to comment 5 seconds after because I'm slow. It's not lagging. That's just me. That's my mental capacity. That's what I got to deal with on a daily basis.
Oh dear. So
when did Stella go from having glossy cams to a lovely satin matte finish?
Oh, I don't know.
I bet it'll be something to do with the manufacturing process and going green and trying to save the world.
Well, if Lindsay starts putting up pictures of bruises later on, I know that Mark's had too much Stella.
Nah.
Okay. So yeah. Anyway, we know the batteries. Idiots with batteries. Right. Next bit of news. This one's neither bad nor good, but it's just interesting. So I'm going to do a quick cheeky share. Give me one momento. Because apparently, there we go. All right, so illegal cannabis flowers sold by rogue Scottish vape shops flaunting drugs laws. Now we all know that we all know that some vape shops like to sell CBD flowers, which, whilst we don't think it is correct, is not technically illegal. However, some shops are breaking drugs laws by selling illegal cannabis flowers, the buds which contain mind-altering tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC. And this can be vaped, smoked, or eaten by users to get a high. But the vendors are facing jail by offering the customers the Class B substance, which has brand names such as Cherry Bomb and Gelato. Cannabis flowers are illegal to sell under the Misuse of Drugs Act, and trading standards officers have identified a string of shops in Scotland which stock the plant. There we go.
Right. As much as I'm not a fan of, let's call them combustibles. I'm sure the Daily Record, whoever the Daily Record are. Why is God messaging you?
What? Oh.
It says God messaged you. Sorry, that was what threw me there.
It's gone now.
So I'm sure, because obviously there's the 0.2% arguable. And it will contain trace. Does it contain 18% THC? Probably not.
They're probably CBD flowers. But it says the shop assistant had the cannabis flowers on display alongside pre-rolled CBD cigarettes and vape oils.
Fine.
Yeah. Look at this guy, though.
Ooh, you don't fuck with him, would you? He'd give
Chief
you a right
Executives
pickle.
of the Scottish Drugs Forum.
Fuck. Markski, do you know him? He looks nasty. He would fuck you up.
Oh, dear. Yeah. Oh, so, yeah. Yeah. So this has been a thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and follow up more on this.
Taggart. It does look like Taggart.
Taggart. Brilliant. Right, let's move on to some good news because that's clearly just bollocks.
It is bollocks. Fuck off. It's not about vaping. It's combustible. Jog on.
All right, so the Royal College of Midwives has joined an ever-growing number of health bodies in the UK that are throwing their weight behind vaping as a successful way of reducing tobacco-related harm.
Now, is that a play on words? Throwing their weight, pregnant women. Anyway, carry on.
The RCM says pregnant women should be encouraged to vape to help them quit smoking in its updated position statement. Basically, they revealed that almost 70% of the heads of midwifery have reported that they are without a stop smoking specialist midwife in their maternity team. The finding came from its annual Heads of Midwifery Service and was published in the news position statements titled Support to Quit Smoking in Pregnancy. It basically reconfirms the RCM's position that quitting smoking is one of the best things a woman and her partner can do to protect their baby's health through pregnancy. It's also calling for specialist stop smoking support to be available to all pregnant women on an opt-out basis, and believes the NHS should also be supported to stop smoking in work time if necessary.
Right. Okay. Can I just interject there?
Go for
it. Before Darcy was born, when we found out Lindsay was pregnant, she decided that she was going to stop smoking, and they actually sent a smoking cessation person round to the house, did all the carbon monoxide tests, the blow tests and everything else, and actually supported her in stopping smoking. So that does happen. It's not a new thing. I think what they're also forgetting to mention is that pregnant women should probably be encouraged to stop smoking, to stop putting nicotine into their body altogether. Obviously, some people can't. Obviously, the stress of coming off nicotine may harm the baby. So those that wish to may consider NRT. Those that wish to may consider vaping. But I think the thing is that they should be encouraged to stop.
Oh, entirely. Well, what this goes to say on, it says...
In my opinion.
Oh, of course. It says, well, within the UK, there is significant variation in maternal smoking rates depending on age. And where was the bit I just saw? It says, as part of the quitting process, the RCM states that e-cigarettes contain some toxins, but at far lower levels than found in tobacco smoke. If a pregnant woman who's been smoking chooses to use an e-cigarette, it helps her to quit smoking and stay smoke-free. She should be supported to do so. I think that's it's just another big respected body of people who have got their weight behind vaping. And that, pardon the pun, is a good thing.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, strong. Yeah.
So, but no, I agree with you, Mark. I mean, really, if we can, you want to help people get off nicotine completely, but those kind of stresses on the body can harm the baby.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. So those are my three things for the news. What I need you guys to do is to go out there, cause a load of fucking chaos and a load of drama. So I've actually got some news for next week. So yeah. Also, there was a picture I really, really wanted to find, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Has anyone seen that picture of vaping with Vic next to the chicken dude from Toy Story?
That's been circulating, hasn't it?
Is this the one that we put in the chat a week ago? I'm sure we mentioned this on the show last week.
Did we? Or we mentioned the situation.
It's the toy collector, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's the toy collector.
Al's Chicken Barn or Al's Toy Barn. Yeah. So I just wanted to show that because I saw it and I thought it was interesting, but now I can't find it. So
I bet it's indexed on Google.
Maybe. But yeah, if you guys don't already know, or you haven't really, I mean, just going off that last point with the stopping smoking and like midwives and stuff, most doctors will now consider you a non-smoker if you vape. You can be considered as such, which is really cool.
However, don't start Badger off because insurance companies don't.
No, they don't. Although by saying don't start Badger off, I think you've just started Badger off.
Badger's watching the football.
Oh, okay. Badger's just slagging off nurses by the looks of it. So, right. So, just before we get on to our next section,
Have we done Steve who he is, what he is, where he's from, what lines he's got? Have we
No, not yet.
introduced Steve properly yet? No, cool. Sorry, I couldn't hear it earlier.
No, that's fine. Before we do that,
I
Steve,
do actually. I just want to state I do actually have a bit of lag going on.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys go. You guys ask the question. I'll answer in like 10 minutes.
No worries. Well,
give him time to formulate his response.
Yeah.
Just before we start asking you questions, Steve, a couple of days ago, I asked you guys in our Facebook group for some suggestions on how the show should be, what you wanted to see. And basically what I said is, if you put a proper suggestion in, I'll enter you into a little giveaway. What I'm currently doing now is compiling people who put the comments in, and I'm going to send you an Alpha 3 lid clicky thingy, which is cool, and some random unopened juice from the box of reviews. There you go. Actually, I've got mine right here.
Do you actually wear yours?
I didn't take it off after work.
Good old Riyadh. We've still
those things are so handy. Those things are so handy.
So you will be getting a brand new one of these, still sealed in its pack, and some probably 3 or 4 bottles of short fill. So I'm going to compile the names, and in a little while we will draw a name out of the hat.
So any of you that hasn't made a suggestion, feel free to make a suggestion.
Yeah, it's still open for the next sort of 20 minutes. Right. Steve.
Yeah.
What do you do? Why are you here?
Well, I've been invited by Mark. Mark and I have known each other for, I guess, only recently, the last sort of 7-8 months, around that timing. I am a manufacturer of e-liquids. I have 12 flavors in the Jungle Juice range, which are quite, I guess, you could say, quite common flavors. However, the last sort of 6 to 7 months, been developing a very, very unique flavor profile for a new range that we've introduced to the market. It went live probably about, I guess, a day or so ago, is the new Cider Farms range. So I don't know if you guys can actually see how that's the right pair. We've got a dark forest fruits,
Hold it there for
a strawberry and lime cider. Yeah. Da-da-da.
There we go.
Whoa. Amazing. Yeah, so. Whoa, I'm on the big screen. Feel important. Yeah, so for the vintage apple, which is just, this one has basically been sort of compiled into a sort of a clone or copy recipe of a traditional Somerset orchard apple. This one, dark forest fruits. I guess you can guess what this one is. This is.
So like Copperberg.
Can I? Yeah. Well, am I as a manufacturer allowed to say what I've tried to achieve using other company names? I guess it's probably a bit bad practice, but
it is a bit. But I think what he was going for is Strongbow's dark fruits.
Possibly on that. This one, we'll call this one Don Dordelig. Don Dordelig, strawberry and lime.
That'd be like a recorder-link strawberry and lime then, yeah?
And this one is just a pear cider.
So it's basically the Strongbow pear.
No, it could be more like a Bopperberg.
You could do the super Malaysian thing of just.
It's proved super. Definitely lagging.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so no, there's a lot of interest in this particular range. It's actually hit the market really, really well. There's been a lot of shops that have that are sort of new shops that have come on board and appeared out of nowhere, really, where we're trying to push the Jungle Juice brand, and because it predominantly has just nothing unique about it. I mean, all the flavors have been done, and even turned into one-shot concentrates. It's quite hard to justify bringing, those to the sort of shops, whilst they can probably get it cheaper from another supplier and just white label themselves. By the way, our jungle juice stuff, none of it is one-shot concentrates. They're all done purely mixed by us, by single concentrates, not one-shots. So we wanted to bring something new to the market, which is our Cider Farms range. And it's going really well. It's launched, and it's out there right now. So if anyone's interested, I can fire up a 30% off code as part of a launch deal that we have reselling on Amazon. Amazon is our preferred sort of platform to push our stock through online.
Steve, if you send me the link to that, I'll get that in the chat.
He's got. Steve, if you can hear us, mate, just refresh your page. No, he's gone. I will unpresent him. Okay, so he's completely gone.
Yeah, it's completely shot it. Some interesting ranges, some interesting flavors. I've yet to try them. Looking forward to trying them. It seems as though they're likely to be good and hit the right time. Obviously, with the summer months.
I mean, imagine actually. I mean, I don't drink, but I did like the taste of Kopparberg. Right? Imagine having a Kopparberg flavor with a Kopparberg drink. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I do. I don't like apple cider. I'm not a fan of apple cider at all. But pear cider, I did like Kopparberg, but I drank far too much of it one summer, and now I'm not a big fan. I've overdrank it, but I am a big fan of pear vape. I do like. Look at Akina.
Yeah.
Well, love Akina.
Here he is.
I've been here ages. You've just ignored me. I've just been sat here in the corner.
Right. What are you vaping on, Chandler? How's your week been?
How's my week been? All right, okay. Straight into that then. And my week's been fine. I've had a good week trying to sell phones, as I usually do. What else have I done this week? Not a whole lot.
Okay.
There you go. Recorded a podcast. That was good. God's sakes. Got Riyadh and Big Tom as guests on our podcast. Now the intention was that I record that on Sunday, and I was going to edit it really quick and just get it out. However, Riyadh lived up to his name, and I've got loads of edits to do before I can actually get it out. So
you come swearing out of yours.
Well, this not usually, but we're talking Riyadh here, so this was kind of we'll lose listeners if I leave that in. So yeah, he's got this knack of pushing boundaries as Riyadh. So yeah, bless him. It's going to be a funny one. It's going to be good, but I've had to. I'm having to, because I haven't finished it yet, work on the edit. So I've got another hour to edit yet before it's ready to go. So apologies that the podcast is out late. It's Riyadh's fault. There you go. Right, what am I vaping on? Yeah. Right, I re-wicked everything. Not only did I re-wick everything, I put brand new coils in, and my God, it's made a right difference. So I've got my Noisy Cricket as repaired by Stuart Legg. I'm going to keep mentioning this every time I wave the Noisy Cricket. Good old Stuart. With my Scrape Enduro on the top. It's a tall bugger. And in there, I haven't got the bottle. I found a full bottle of toasted oil in my cupboard. I've decided that my cupboard is full of so much, I won't say shit juice because it's not all shit, but my cupboard is so full of juice that I'm just not vaping, that I'm going to try and bang through stuff that I've got in the cupboard. And I found a full bottle of toasted oil, and it tastes amazing in this. So yeah, I'm using some of my old juice.
Nice.
And mouth to lung, I was going to put that on top of my Vicious Ant, but that's what I took it into work. So that's my Berserker V1.5 Mini on top there, which I put a new coil in as well this morning. How often do you put a new coil in, or do you just how long do you make a coil last? That was
when it starts to go brown is when I take it out. No, generally every like 3 or 4 rewicks I'll change the coils if I can.
Really? No, it's like right.
Your number's empty now.
Do you know when you wear a pair of jeans for like 3 weeks and they just start to get comfortable and you know what I mean? And then you wash them and they go all stiff and horrible again.
Yeah, but after you've worn them for a week, they start to smell faintly of piss.
I don't piss myself, Chandler.
Yeah, Mark doesn't sufficiently.
Give it a year or two, Mark. Give it a year or two, and you'll be in the same boat as me.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know me. I don't know how close we're going to get on this. Probably not. Let's bring some light in. Look at the state of that. That is beautiful. That is probably a week, maybe a week and a half. I've not rewicked in that time. Right? Those coils are as old as the K-Fun. Why? It tastes lovely. Why? No. Coils last as long as they last. Unless you pop a leg, keep them going.
Yeah, I've put that. That's. Is it going to focus? Go on, you can do it. Go on, focus.
We can see the colour of it. It's not far enough dirty enough.
It's not. And to be fair, though, that is the new build from this morning. So I've only used it since this morning at work. So that's doing pretty well actually.
Vintage is what it is. Not yet, but it will be.
Which means you need a nice vintage vape to go with your vintage coils and cotton. You see
Do you
what
have
I
a
did
friend
there?
called Jeffrey that
I did see what you did there. That was good.
Jeffers.
Jeffers.
Jeffers is a good friend of mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Get it drip cleaned into some water. We'll sort that right out. There's nothing wrong with it. Good man. That looks recently wicked. It's not turned colour yet.
I have found that quenching my coils tends to make them last longer.
Yeah, I've been getting a fair few weeks out of them, but I mean, obviously I'm trying different things in here. So I've gone. The last build I had in there was single Clapton, and it was coming in at about 0.6, and it was vaping nicely.
Someone's still waiting for their order. I need to.
I think we have comment of the show from Mark Elliott, Mr. Marksky. It says, "Is it just me, or does Chandler look like Hugh Fernley Whittingstall?"
Hugh Fernley Whittingstall.
Okay. By David Mottram saying, "Is that placenta on his chin?"
Probably.
So the rest of it, everybody else is like bearded. So it's give it.
At least you've not got that long, twisty thing still.
Yeah. Do you know, the way this tash bit just gets soggy every time I vape, I've got a feeling it might not last too long. This, to be fair,
You get used to it.
Alan, your order went out Monday morning to your business address, and I'd imagine it will be with you tomorrow, mate. It should be with you tomorrow, Alan. There we go.
Considering when I mentioned the little giveaway, I had one comment. Let me just check I haven't had any more. Yep, no, I've only had one comment. So I'm going to draw this thing. It's using a random name picker. And put it this way, you've got a 1 in 7 chance of winning if you commented.
I commented. Do I get an entry?
No, admins don't get it. So sorry, Badger. You're not.
He's not an admin, is he?
Yeah, he's an admin on the group.
What's Badger linking to? Badger, I put a link further up. If you follow that link, you will get a 30% discount rather than following the direct link, mate.
All right, so what I'm going to do quickly,
I will pop that link back in.
just to prove it's all fair, look, we've got a random name picker, and these are the names. So thank you to
Where?
Chris, Johan, Jamie, Chris, Swallow, Matt Emery, Brad Smith, and Stuart Legg for giving your suggestions. So let's pick a name, and I will send you an Alpha 3 and some random juice.
3. Third one.
You do know this is for teachers in school, you know.
Yeah. I just took the random name pick. Let's see what it does. It might not work.
1.
Right.
What?
It says it down. You can still see it.
There we go.
Matt Emery.
There we go.
There we go,
Matt
Matt.
Emery.
Congratulations, Matt.
So if you're not watching the show, Matt, I will message you via Facebook. Yeah.
Hang on, no, Matt. You've got 10 minutes to claim it. If you don't claim it in 10 minutes, it goes on to somebody else.
Oh, that's mean. All right. So thank you everyone for entering. We'll do little things like that throughout. Right. There's a section that you guys mentioned and that Mark thought of and that I thought of and that Chandler thought of, and we're going to do it now.
What section is that?
This section is new releases. We never talk about new shit that's coming out. So now we're going to.
So, first new shit of the week.
Are you going to screen share, Mark?
There we go. How does that fix you? That is
Ugly as fuck.
That is the Wocket. And no, I'm not talking. I don't have a speech impediment.
Wocket.
I am not off Only Fools and Horses, and I am not singing Quieing. This is genuinely the Snow Wolf Wocket.
Is it the Pocket Wocket?
No, Wolf Wocket. Oh no, they haven't called it that.
It looks like someone shat out the cross between a Zel2, a Trinity Alpha, and an Orion.
Honestly.
A Wocket.
Snow Wolf. Just why? So, what can I tell you about the Snow Wolf Wocket?
It's a shame. It's a real shame. It's not been done by Voopoo. Could you imagine a Voopoo Wocket?
A poo Wocket.
A Voopoo Wocket.
So we have a lovely a black coloured one in the middle, utilising the Snow Wolf logo. You then have a snot green, a haemophiliac red, looks like some sort of diesel spillage, some shitfalls gold, and well, that blue thing, I've got no idea.
They gave up at the last one, didn't they? The blue one, they were just like, blue.
Blue. Let's just make it look like something out of Breaking Bad, and we'll call it the Heisenberg. So it's an 1150 milliamp hour battery capacity, right? Very good. Quite high, I hear you say. But then the Muppets decided to go and put on it an OLED display screen, which is going to destroy that 1150 milliamp hour battery in a heartbeat.
Do you think if you press the fire button, you have to wait for it to come out of stainless steel mode to then recognize the coil before it will fire?
Probably. Decorative panels of colourful celluloid and high-grade resin showcases the Wocket's unique and artistic side.
Isn't celluloid something that fat people have?
Cellulose.
Cellulose. Celluloid is film.
Oh, okay.
You have a pod.
What are these things retailing? I bet it's actually not even resin. It's probably just a sticker.
They are about 45 quid.
Fuck off.
45, wow. The great British pounds.
This kind of reminds me of when Pulse released the Pulse Squonk special editions, and they literally stuck stickers to the outside of a normal Pulse box.
No way.
And they charged like £3 more for it.
Honestly, are you all impressed? Are you all queuing up? I do have a 30% discount code for anyone that wants one. But if I was you, Oh, but what, Mark? I called the local vape shop about this mod the other day. Really?
Over?
Pourquoi?
About
Je,
the
je ne
about
sais
the
pas
Wocket.
quoi.
What was that, Chandler?
About the Wocket.
The Wocket. It just sounds so. Have you said it? How stupid do you feel saying? Do you like my new Wocket pod? Pod Wocket.
It's called the Wocket.
Yeah, I've got a Wocket in my pocket.
Oh,
It's
And then when it blows up, it's called the Pocket Wocket.
awesome. Oh man.
All right.
right, Chandler, you've got 3 words for your opinion on the Wocket.
Wheelie ridiculous.
That's 2.
That's 2.
Wheelie.
Ridiculous.
Steve.
Overpriced shitbox.
Nice. Cass.
Get in bin.
Get in bin. Right. So my next
No, whoa. What's yours, Mark? What's your 3?
mine, utterly fucking shit. So are we ready for our second product? Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
We're ready? Okay, so we have the Smoan Pasito.
Wow.
Hang on a minute.
Yep.
Were? Okay, carry on.
What are you talking about?
Well, I thought for a brief second, I just thought it was a picture of the Wocket.
No, this is the Pasito.
I mean,
Okay.
let's be honest.
very similar.
They've gone extra on their stickers.
They have got extra there.
They have, yeah. One looks like it's modelled on an octopus.
I was going to say no. That second one in looks a little fractal.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? I quite like the second one in.
What's the stats on it then?
That one's gunmetal. We have bronze blue. Since one is bronze, benevolent blue, carbon black, and hemophiliac red. So,
You sure it's not bronze blue?
bronze blue. It could be bronze blue
Bronze blue.
or carbon black or classical red.
Spanish for Wocket.
Wed Wocket.
Red rocket. So these run from 10 to 25 watts, 1100 milliamp hour, and everywhere else. What?
Sorry, Christopher Morrow in chat has just put Pasito, Spanish for Wocket.
I literally just said that.
Did you? Oh, I'm sorry. I was too busy reading it and laughing.
Only comes with a 1 amp charge. Apparently, it's made out of space aluminium. So some poor fucker's gone to space to manufacture aluminium. Sounds like a Chinese rip-off to me. The rest of the world is 3 mil, but I'm guessing they put a bit of plastic in to make ours 2 mil. They come with a 1.4 ohm mouth to lung NAT coil, but it also comes with a 0.6 mesh coil, so you can bear cloud your pod system on your 40 milligram Nick salts.
I mean, Smoan are not the worst company out there. Let's be honest. But someone just needs to tell these companies to stop.
I'm not sure. I'm looking over the design, and you can get an RBA for it. I'm struggling to see any AFC. No, I lie. There is AFC. Let me share the AFC with you. Let's bring up. Please explain to me. I may be being stupid, but how does this airflow work? Do we have like a little slidey bit of plastic that just?
Probably.
I'm sorry, that's shit.
Yeah, but what they've done is that a 510 stuck into a thread.
It looks like it, and they've extended the thread to drop it below.
You won't be able to change your drip tip. You'll be stuck with whatever drip tip they give you.
Chandler, how will he cope?
It depends if it is, because it does look quite tall. I might be able to get away with that. If
you try hard enough, you can ram your ball joint drip tip into it.
possibly, yeah.
Apparently, high gloss finish, wear resistant, bright colours, and leave no trace.
Of what?
No trace of what? Yeah.
Fuck knows.
Leave no trace. Okay.
Flavor.
Are they saying it's a stealth vape?
I've got no idea. So it runs on 5 levels. You've got level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level shut the front door. Level 1's 10 watts, level 2's 13 watts, level 3's 16 watts, level 4's 20 watts, and level 5 is 25 fucking watts.
Whoa! Gosh, getting a bit extreme there. I mean, the clouds, bro. Is it direct lung or mouth to lung?
Do you not listen to me?
I don't. That's the
I
problem.
didn't think so. Okay, I'll say this again. So you get a 0.6 mesh coil
Ooh.
for direct to lung, and a 1.4 and 80 coil for mouth to lung.
Okay. Sorry.
So then, Chandler,
Next time.
I'll over to you. 3 words, please.
Weird. Weird and weird.
Well, that was a fob. Steve?
Yeah.
I don't know. You got me on this one. Let me have a look at the photo again so I can get inspired.
Inspired?
Yeah.
Inspired?
No. Aspire is a completely different company.
Inspire.
Inspire.
There we go.
Oh,
no, sorry.
It's the Welsh accent.
That's the wrong one. Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't tell the fucking difference. I've got to be honest.
Oh, between my Spanish and my Welsh, you mean?
There we go. So your passata, isn't that tomato juice or something?
It is, yeah. Passata, pasito. I don't know. I just, for me, you had me when you mentioned that they've got aerospace type of aluminium. I mean, aluminium is aluminium. Like, it's used in aerospace. This is a market terminology of it just being aluminium. I mean, for fuck's sake. Oh, it's a space grade aluminium. That's the words that they describe it as. It's just, to me, it's just bollocks, isn't it? And I won't be surprised if, again, this is just an aluminium casing inset, a resin sticker on it, and it's going to cost you another 50 quid plus.
Do you know why they do that, don't they? Because if you turned around and said it uses saucepan grade aluminium, it's just not got quite the same ring to it, has it?
Well,
No, but yeah,
it's more likely
get
to survive a fall than a spaceship.
Well, it's true.
3 words then, Steve.
Again, I'm going to go for the word overpriced aerospace aluminium.
Gas?
Yeah, I'm a little bit stuck with this one.
You're on the fence. I know you like the brand, I guess, as well.
No, I don't. It's not that I don't mind Smoant because I'll judge a product by the product. I think it's a case of just should have not made it. I mean, I know that's 4 words, but just no need for it.
My 3 is shit airflow control.
Yeah.
There's this little switch on top, right? The little flicky thing.
Yeah. Right, and my 3rd one. I need to find my. There we go. So my 3rd and final amazing product of the week is. Oh well, fuck me.
Oh my God. Is that a fucking Louis Vuitton style?
Isn't it? It's Supreme.
Yeah, man.
Didn't we chat about these a few weeks back about them potentially coming out?
It's Supreme, yeah. Oh my gosh.
These are available to buy now. I think they've just hit the UK shops this past week.
See, do you know what ruins it?
The fact it's a pod system.
Not even that. Not even that. The fact that they've gone and stolen Supreme's logo, Gucci's logo. What's
Louis
the flame
Vuitton.
one? What's the flame one? It's
Harley Davidson.
No, it's that skate brand. Thrasher.
Apparently, Orchid is Japanese
Thrasher.
to walk it.
Is it just me? You've got the two on the right that look like
Louis
knockoff
Vuitton.
Turkish handbags.
Yeah, then you've got
And-
Supreme in the middle.
Yeah, but no, the three mods, the black mods on the left, just look like Castrol GTX bottles.
Oh dear. But one thing I will say about this is that the filling cap looks like it actually has some purchase to it.
What?
Like you can actually get a grip on it.
It's got knurling.
Mm.
You can see distinct knurling on there.
And you can choose between a lovely high quality LDPE plastic twister, or the same LDPE on the gold one, which has been sprayed in a metallic gold.
Wow.
Are we all inspired? Are we all tapping on the buy it now button?
Not close.
This for me is more of a temporary fix kind of item. You know, if you smash up your favorite mod and you got to wait till payday, you can't afford it. You go to the shop, you buy one of these, and it's going to get you through the next 10 days. Like I don't see these things lasting. It's more of a, like, in my mind, maybe for the disposable market, surely.
What, these pod systems?
Yeah. This this particular one here, it just looks very cheap.
It looks right cheap. But weirdly,
But it's got the Louis Vuitton kind of thing on it. It's supposed to make it high end.
What are your 3 words, Chandler?
Hang on, we're not done yet.
Oh no.
We need the specs. They want the specs.
Oh,
Johan's had enough. He wants next. So that's 45 quid.
Oh.
No.
45 quid. Here you go. Here we go. It's got a 950 milliamp hour LiPo battery. Again, with an OLED screen.
ooh, it's got a screen.
The pods are 0.85 ohm mesh. And you can see around the top of the drip tip, a lot like the Orion. You can see the shit airflow control, a lot like the Orion. Power is 5 watts to 30 watts. Temp control 200 to 500. You put that in the bin now. No airflow control.
Andrew just said how much are the pods, and I suppose it depends on whether you want the Louis Vuitton ones or the Supreme pods as to the price.
They're $8.99.
Wow.
I don't think the pods have got the Louis Vuitton stickers on the side, have they? Or have they?
You can choose between a black and a silver pod, and they're $8.99.
So you can mix and match.
$8.99 a pair.
Match shoes.
Yeah, this is precisely what I mentioned. They've got to be going for that market where people are just trying to get to payday, perhaps, maybe, or it just don't have the money to be able to invest in a better piece of kit. But that's cool. There's people out there that'll go for it, 100% sure. But will it last? I don't think so.
No.
They look like an alternative to the Orion, but the thing about pod systems for me is, for a pod system to be any good, it's got to be cheap as chips. That was where I was put off with the Orion.
You see, with the pod systems, we've always expected pod systems to be disposable, and now all of a sudden,
Almost disposable, yeah.
they're not disposable anymore. All of a sudden, they're a piece of high-end equipment with a DNA board and a DNA Go board in them, and they're cool pieces of kit now.
The only thing, the main thing that puts me off with pod systems is how long are the pods going to be available?
Well, this is it, because they're moving through them so fast that
Yeah. I mean, can you still get hold of, what was it that had, it wasn't the Breeze that had pods. I'm trying to think of an old pod system. How easy is it to get original Orion pods now?
Relatively easy. It's things like the Zel 2 and things like that.
Yeah.
I know. I've had customers call me and say, "I need a pod." I'm like, well, the wholesalers haven't got them. I've not got them. Tough titties at the moment. Want to buy an Orion?
Yeah, until the pods for that suddenly go. We need something.
Lost Vape. It's Lost Vape. Lost Vape aren't gonna stitch anyone up. It's the fly by nights that are gonna stitch people up.
So Chandler,
I was going to say, I'm not saying Zell 2 was a fly by night. It was a reason.
No. That's not what I was suggesting. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Unlike the Wocket,
yeah,
you know, the Snow Wolf have been going as long as I've been vaping.
Yeah, Snow Wolf's always been a high end.
Snow Wolf lost their shit when they started bringing out mods they designed with a ruler. What the fuck was that thing called? That was all like had a wolf face on it, and
yeah, it's one of those love it or hate it.
was it like the G-Tech Air Ram or something? Or was that a Hoover?
Dyson, I think.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So 3 words? Question mark.
Oh my god.
Fair enough.
That'll do me.
Steve,
Not my bag.
nice. Cass,
Louis Vuitton reference.
Stop stealing copyright.
Yeah, that's another thing we haven't addressed. That's not cool either. They've just literally just jumped on other brands.
Yeah, they've
Make your own logo.
yeah, I think yeah, I'll go with it. Yeah,
and for me, not another one.
yeah.
So join us next week for Mark's rant bag on every new pod system that's been released next week.
We're going to have a second show. It's going to be called Pod Talk UK, and it's going to be on Thursdays at 9. And all we're going to talk about is pods.
Awesome, great. Okay.
The working title is The Ideal Pod Show.
Just out of interest, how many of us have got a pod system on their desk in front of them, or within an arm's reach?
No.
Yeah, I got.
For fuck's sake!
I love my mini fits, man. They're fucking banging.
Okay, so just you then.
Apparently.
All right, then, China boy. You're so disconnected from the real world. So disconnected.
Apparently. It's all right. I have an Asmodus Luna. I'm high end, guys.
Cast the Pod King. That's it. Hashtag of the week.
Badger said we're gonna have to have a podcast version of the show.
Yeah, Mark, we haven't finished yet, mate.
Yeah.
We've still got another quarter of an hour of Chandler doing Instagram.
Oh shit! Forgot about that.
It's literally your section. So now we're going to move on to the original home of this week on Instagram.
Yay! Right. Okay. So this is where I've actually got to do shit now, isn't it? Right. Okay. So
you know what? I do want to say that XSplit have been very clever about the positioning of their logo. Look where it sits, right above us.
Oh, I like that.
Where is it?
It's right above the column of our faces in the bottom right.
It basically just says, "I'm too cheap to buy it."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. One of these days, I will actually maybe buy a month-long.
Can you not just torrent it?
If you think that I ought to get rid of this XSplit logo,
Put 50 quid in the super chat
every month from now until eternity.
Please put 50 quid in the super chat. That would be awesome.
Also, if you want us to use proper software for doing this show, put £12 a month in the super chat, and we can buy proper software.
£12 a month? You're joking it, yeah?
Jeez, what proper software are you going to get for £12 a month?
I don't know. Mark mentioned some software that costs £12 a month.
That's what the Audio Loam show uses.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Is it?
I'm going to send you a link, Cass. I want you to just look at the price.
Okay.
Okay, Chandler.
Right. Okay. I've seen a few mods this week on Instagram. So mod-wise, I saw this rather dinky little squonky thing. If I press the right button, that'd be good. Look at that! Cute little 18350 squonky thing.
Yeah, fucking high-end shit. Cass hates it.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. This is the Stabwood, and this was a video actually. And
I was going to say, can you press play? What I'm not sure about. The bottle looks like a filtrum. Joe, that little bit on your nose.
oh yeah.
No, this bit here. That's your filtrum.
Hang on.
No,
I've got my screen full screen.
Your septum.
Between.
Septum.
It looks just like a septum, that bottle, that you press in a bit of cartilage, but it looks angled funny.
Okay, so funny nose.
I don't mind it, to be honest. I think it's
You're
all
going
right.
to send me a link, Mark.
Oh yeah, I got waylaid by pretentious mods.
Oh,
I actually like it. I think I'd like it more if it was proper battery sized.
He'd like it more if it was Chinese. Next.
You can get proper battery size ones. It's fine. All right. Okay. So let's.
Wow.
How about high end? High end. We're going high end.
Oh,
The new Ena Quadro.
Quadro. That is. It's. Have you ever held one?
No, I haven't. I've held the
350.
the little tiny mech tubes that they do.
They're not mechs. Stop it.
What's not mechs? No, they do little tiny mech tubes, which is literally basically a battery encased in aluminium, and that is the size of it.
Are you sure it's not got a fit?
No, it's not got nothing. It's
I'll back Chandler up on this one. It's literally like a weird side fire.
Not this one. Not which fucking hand is it? Not this one. The one I'm talking about is a little tiny mech tube. It's a metal tube and
Side fire, right?
Yeah.
I can't. It's cold. But yeah,
if it's side fire, and oh no, it's mech. Oh, yeah.
Because it's got a hybrid connector on the top. It's literally metal to battery.
Yeah.
You know a lot about that, don't you, Chandler?
Yes. But yeah, I mean, look at the size of this. It's tiny. So go on. You said had I held it? I said no, and then we went off on a tangent. Mark.
Oh yeah, don't remember.
You said, have you held one? And I went no. And then we went off on a tangent. Anyway, never mind.
They're tiny. They are small.
They are tiny, and that is. It took me a while to spot it, but that is a squonk bottle on the bottom left. So
yeah.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Giorgio does make some very, very fine mods.
He does. Go on, name the Atty.
That looks like a. I don't even know what that looks like. There's so many Atties with that kind of deck nowadays.
Yeah, it's a glass.
Let me look. Oh, that.
Yeah, I've kind of given it away now, but.
Well, it's spelled the same way as that weird juice company that used to do square bottles.
It's a glass basically, but the bell cap on it. I think the bell cap on there is.
I do like bell caps. I do have a real thing about it.
Yeah, so there you go. That's what else have I seen?
It was the IMO. It was the IMO, which was the little 350.
Okay. All right, fine. Fair enough. That's it. Yeah, it was the IMO. Yeah.
And
So-
the one you were just looking at was the 1-up.
Yeah, it was the liquid. Yeah, thank you. There you go. Good old, yeah. Fantastic. Right, okay. Next.
You went back.
I've gone back. I know. It's fine.
It's all part of the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I have just discovered what those bits of elastic inside my case are for.
I've
Holding
been
mods.
through about 4 of these cases because after about 6 weeks of you putting anything in them, the elastic stretches out and becomes useless.
No, bullshit.
Okay, right. This is what I use mine for.
Please don't tell me. Oh my god. You didn't know what the elastic was for.
Yeah, I kind of figured it out, but it's just shit.
Okay, I was just about to say it's for holding mods, and Lindsay uses hers for putting all her mods in. I've just opened it and wish I'd not, because now I'm going to have to share it on screen.
Okay, go on then. Go present Mark. I want to see what it looks like now.
Is it a fire hazard? See, I have the mini version of that, which I take to work with me. Got a couple of sets of batteries, a mech with no battery in it. That's important, and a couple of RDAs.
Fair dues. Fair dues.
No.
Yeah. It's nice to actually see someone using the straps for the intention that they're there for. I mean,
It's nice to see a good selection of Deathwish mods.
I've never worked out how to get something that size to go in it because you've got the straps going up the middle. I'm like,
Lots of
Yeah,
lube.
look at the straps on the right. The straps on the right are slightly larger, and therefore
are
you
they?
can fit something slightly bigger.
Okay, right. Okay, I might actually try doing that, but it's got all my coils in there, all my wire in there, so yeah, it's fine. Oh. Does anyone know what that mod is?
Yeah, it's an Anakin Coolfire Mini.
It is.
Oh, it's cute.
It's shit. Well, it's not shit. It works really, really well, but the battery life is slightly too small to be usable as an all-day mod.
Can you not see at the bottom of the mod? He's actually got it on charge. Can you see the cable going into the bottom? I'm joking.
But no, for a light use stealth vape, they're fantastic. The Coolfire 4 was a brilliant mod.
Okay, you're not likely to know what it is, but any idea what the battery size is on it?
Yes, it's 650, I think.
Really? Oh, genius! Look at you.
30, 40 watt mod.
It is a. It's not as high as you think it is. So yeah, no, it's a 40 watt mod. Oh, it's bigger than I thought it was. It's a 1300 mAh battery.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Blimey. Well, I would have thought that would manage.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at you may maybe. I mean, if you use it as an all day and you're using it all day, you're looking at like 6 hours maybe. But it depends what you're putting on it. If you put a slipstream tank, which is it comes with a kit as on some kits, you run that at 30 watts. So you're going to get much less life. If you put something like the Anakin Zenith tank, which is another version of the kit that it comes with, you run that at 15 watts, it's going to work long. It's going to go for longer.
Yeah, it all boils down to the resistance of the coil that you're going to put in. So if you're looking at like a 1.4, 1.8, you're going to be on there forever and a day. But
no,
well, last year day.
I run mine on 11 watts.
What's the resistance?
0.74.
Okay.
Let me just check what the battery is. It is 117 watt internal battery. Don't talk shit. It is. Bear with.
All right. In your own time.
Milliamp hour. This is a 4,400 milliamp hour. Right?
That you've got there?
4,400?
The drag mini.
It's big.
Really? 4,400?
4,400. It's 11 watts on 0.74.
That'll last you a week.
No, I'm on half battery, and that was charged this morning.
Really?
Yeah. Trust me, that ain't gonna last.
How did it compare to your E-Leaf iStick, Mark? Was it lit?
It was lit. It didn't burn my house down.
Wait,
'Cause you liked it.
we've lost someone.
Yeah, not me,
Steve,
unfortunately.
I stepped
Sorry.
away for 2 seconds.
he messaged me to say that he was having problems.
Okay.
Okay. And
That's the thing I'm trying to
Oh.
get off the company who are being a pain in the ass about it.
That is the Asbodus, isn't it?
It's no, it's
No.
not. It's Cool Vapor.
what are you what?
Is it Cool Vapor? No, Ultrona. Ultrona.
Ultrana.
Ultrona. Yeah, it's the Ultrona 18350.
Yeah, the mini
Is the
stick.
mod. Yeah. Which I think is cool as.
I know I watched one of Todd's where he was talking about that, and I don't think he liked it very much at all.
Hmm?
Well, let me give you the story.
It's one of these with a MOSFET chip in the top. It's got a hybrid connection and a MOSFET underneath. Before you put your battery.
A clicker, hasn't it, underneath? But that is completely removable and replaceable, isn't it?
The MOSFET, yeah, I think so.
I wanted to review one of these on the show when Mark pointed it out to me. So at Expo, I went to the Ultrona stand and I spoke to the guy that was selling them and like the distroing for them. And he said, "Oh, I haven't got any here. These are just display. Give me your WhatsApp and I'll send you one in a week because I wanted to do it on the show." So I messaged him literally 5-6 days later and said, "Have you got one?" And he goes, "Well, we would like you to spread our brand first." I was like, "Right." He goes, "Can you just post these pictures on your Instagram?" I thought, oh, fuck it, whatever. Let's just chuck these up on the Instagram. I said, "Okay, cool. So when are you going to send one out?" And he went, "We have none available." And I went, "Right." So I was like, "Right." And every 3 days, I'm sending a message saying, "Are they available yet?" I get a reply saying, "They're not available yet." Every time. He's like, "We'd like you to spread our brand in UK." I'm like, "Okay, fine. But when are you going to come up with the produce?" Like,
yeah, okay, but yeah, I did like the one without the without, because it's got the kind of band round it of stab wood or whatever, the stab wood effect round it. I did like the ones that didn't have that.
that's a different device.
No, it's the same, exactly the same thing, just hasn't got the stab wood around it.
Because they had one there called the Tackett Mini, which is basically a stainless steel version of that.
Yeah, it was effectively a stainless version of that, and a lot cheaper.
Yeah, 30 quid difference in price.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and the Attia on the top is the Tayfun GTR, I think.
I do believe there's one of those for sale on the ID Lime Show Buy Trade Sale Group. And
Really?
I've scrolled past it a couple of times thinking, no. In fact, I think it's Phil Reeve, that used to be, I don't know if he still watches, I know he does every now and again, was selling one of those. So
I've got a bit lost with the Tayfun, because I know the Tayfun came out, the Tayfun GT, GT2, purely mouth to lung. From there on, like the GT5 is more of a direct lung. From reviews I've read, it's better as a direct lung than it is as a mouth to lung. So I haven't actually looked at any reviews for the GTR, so I don't know whether it's mouth to lung or what. I'm assuming.
I've heard it's mouth to lung.
So yeah. Anyway, there you go. So it was the Tayfun there that really caught my eye on that one. And let's go. Where is it? Here we go. I saw this one. And
Done that one.
hang on, not that one. Oof. Now, randomly, when I saw this, because no one else is going to see this, this is just going to be my brain.
All I can see is Fisherman's Friends.
Fisherman's Friends.
Fourth bottle along from the right. Looks like Fisherman's Friends.
It does look like Fisherman's Friends. Oh,
I mean, there's something else in that image that's also Fisherman's Friends, but
Well, yeah. Anyway, could you see the cable coming out from her arm?
Yeah, that goes through the door.
Yeah, there's just that bite on her hand that's holding the bottle. When I first looked at this, I thought, oh, she's got some short fills there on the bottom. Why is she holding a hairdryer?
It does squint. It
It looks like a hairdryer.
It straight up does.
It was just like, what? Why? Anyway, there you go. That was that. I just saw that, and it's like hairdryer.
Is anybody else absolutely taken by her cleavage? I can't stop looking at it.
That I hadn't noticed that. It was just the hairdryer, the tiny little hairdryer.
So the bit that you had to squint to look at was the bit you noticed, but the bit that's literally like in your face was the bit you missed.
That. Where did that come from?
I just can't stop. I'm mesmerised. Please change the screen.
Okay, sorry. All right.
Chandler, is your missus watching this week?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Ratio.
You got Professor.
There's a new range of cannolis.
Oh, great, because they were good before.
Oh, come on. Have you not tried cannoli B1?
Yes.
Oh, it's awesome.
I don't know, man. It just tastes. Yeah.
You're not so keen.
No, don't let me like ruin your enthusiasm for it. It just wasn't my bag.
Okay. Yeah, no, I did like cannoli B1. I must admit, I don't know whether I fancy the cannoli B nuts.
I do.
That just sounds wrong.
I quite fancy this pistachio, but the pistachio needs to be slightly salty. I need a bit of salt in it.
Okay.
I'm not a massive fan of breakfast cereal anymore. I'm done.
You've gone off. The breakfast. I'm intrigued by that. I do because I did quite like the. Oh God, what was it you sent me?
Me?
That one. That cereal vape that you sent me in the dripper.
Oh,
Is it me, or has there not been any decent cereals post TPD?
no, there has. No, there's not. One of my favourites was Flawless, the blue one, Flawless.
I thought the blue one.
Game Over.
Oh, Flawless Game Over is amazing.
But they changed the recipe after the TPD.
Of course it did. It's like Boss Reserve.
Lazy Mofo. There you go.
I've got a box of that if you want some.
Ooh, I like that. That's really nice.
I'll bring some down to Whizbag.
Oh, yes, please. Lovely. So yeah, it just sounds a bit weird. A cannoli with why would you try and get breakfast cereal and milk and squid? That it sounds like an odd combo. It sounds like let's try a vaping flavor. It sounds purely vaping. It's not a.
Do you remember Pancake Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did Pancake Man Deluxe, which is pancake. Well, it's Pancake Man with an added cereal, and it just tastes like a watered down Looper. They've ruined the Pancake Man flavor by trying to make it a cereal vape.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you fancy trying the cannoli range, they are at justadnick.co.uk.
However, hasn't John about to embark on a trip?
Holiday, yes. So if you may not get your order quite as quick as you expect on a normal basis on a normal
it'll be
day.
shipped on the 20th, as far as I remember his post saying.
There we go. But no, get your order in. Don't be disappointed. Stock up on the pistachio cream.
Oh yes, and bonkers coil of the week.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I think so.
Bonkers coil of the week.
Where'd your wick go?
Everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Has it got a name? Have they given it a name?
Not that I noticed, but it's kind of a bit Ram's heady. I don't know whether it
looks like a roller coaster.
It does look like a roller coaster. Yeah. I've got a feeling it probably doesn't vape anywhere near like it looks, but it's the work that's got into that is hats off to them.
I mean, the middle bit is probably vapeable if you took out the rest of it.
Yeah, but I suppose because I always thought with when you wick your coils, the inside of your coil gets nicely moist, but the outside doesn't. So with this, you could wick it in the middle, and then put some wick around the outside, and that coil on the outside is going to hold that wick in, and then the coil on the inside is going to have
It's going to act like
wick
a dragon coil.
all round it. So it's going to be really nicely saturated.
Badger wants to know if it'll fit in his wanko.
I don't know. Send me your wanko.
I certainly know that it won't fit in your wocket.
What I'd like to see is a thread of crazy builds successfully fit into a Kanga RBA base.
Oh,
Good luck.
or a smock RBA base. Yeah, that'd be good. But yeah, could never get anything in there other than round wire.
Yeah.
And just as a final, I'm a little bit confused as to whether it's the mod.
Oh my god,
she's got a rocket.
She's got a Passato.
But I'm still confused as to whether it's the mod or the model that's got the that contains nicotine. It doesn't really specify, so it's confused me a little.
That looks, at a glance, I'm not going to say it. It's disgusting.
Get your mind out the gutter, Mark.
Easy. So on that note,
it's not just me, right?
No, it's not just you.
It's not just you.
Right.
No.
If you could pick one person that you know that would have sent that photo or a video of that, who would it have been?
Yeah, and we should have expected it halfway through the show.
Oh no, he did send some just at the beginning of the show. One of them is utterly hilarious.
I did notice. I purposefully haven't looked, more mainly because I wasn't here. But yeah, I purposely haven't looked since.
He sent two though. Let's just have a quick gander at the second one.
No, don't. It could be very, very dangerous.
And I'm saying it's definitely not just me. He agrees.
Okay, that's fine. That's good.
And
That's
Mark,
all right.
Mark thinks she's had a stroke.
She said. Well, there you go. So that is what I've seen on Insta this week.
Incredible. And that is this week on Insta on the original home at Vape Talk UK.
Marvelous. I need to go back and see how long we've been doing this because we ought to be saying, and this is the week. I'm gonna work out for next week. It'll be week 5, week 6, whatever. However long we've been doing
it at least 4 or 5 months.
We've been doing it more. It's got to be more than 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back and find out when we started doing it.
Right. I think after a rocky start to the show, we got there, and I think we're about there, aren't we?
We are indeed. I'm about to share the Hangouts link for those that are hanging around for a little while. I know Mark's desperate to pop in.
Arf.
Arf.
I won't be in the Hangouts, but then I never am.
You never are. He's got some sort of computer game to play.
Yeah, and I've got to go sleep, actually.
Yeah.
It's honestly, talking for 2 hours in front of a camera is utterly exhausting.
I don't know.
Chandler turned up half an hour ago, so
you are just a complete lightweight. No. It's all right. Carry on. All right. I was going to be really mean and horrible. I'm going to save that for another episode.
what are you going to say? Go on.
I just suddenly struck me. No, I'm gonna. No, I am.
No, do it.
No. Seriously, I'm gonna save it to remind me next week. I'm gonna get a picture. I'm gonna do a bit of Google foo. I'm gonna get a picture.
Oh my god, are you thinking the same as me? Honest to God,
No, come on, I've got to hear it now.
No, you are right. Go do it, because I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to do it. I think we're doing the same thing.
Do you think so? I don't know whether we are, but let's all right. Let me do a bit of quick Google foo.
If it is what I think you're going to say, all I'm going to say is Richard.
No,
No? Well,
don't think so.
I'm going to do mine now.
I'm intrigued.
Anyone remember the board game Guess Who? It's definitely Cass.
No, it was close. No, I was. It is actually rather close. I've just dropped my.
That's amazing. That's actually amazing.
Let me see if I could.
Were we on a similar thought? Insult Cass.
We were on a similar thought. Let me jump into the Google foo, and let me actually make that big enough so I can see. Let me change the web address.
Oh no!
What the hell is going on?
I think Chandler's using Google from the 90s.
He's using Asta Vista, Alta Vista.
AOL.
Okay, why is that not changing the web page? Ah, I know why. Hang on. Yep. Boop. Lose that. Oh, it's so not working.
Before I reach your age, Chandler.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry. Never mind. And I'm going to just quickly save the image. There we go. And add it in here. Just talk amongst yourselves. It's fine. It's not actually going to be worth it.
I'll carry on with my dial-up noise. Oh no, it's a Spectrum game loading.
Yeah,
There we go.
What the fuck is that?
Come on. To be fair, come on. Between Chandler and I, and we hadn't discussed this beforehand.
No, we hadn't. I just thought this is one of those upside down faces, that looks exactly when you turn it upside down, it's still a face.
Yeah.
And then you go to me. Yeah, they're very, very similar.
I hate you both. So that's been Vape Talk UK. Thank you for joining us. Next week, I'll be on the show on my own. Yes. I hate all of you. Right.
Those of you that want to give the Cider Farms juice a try, scroll back through chat. There's a link in there. I'll post it again, but I can't be asked. I will probably pop a link into the Vape Talk UK Facebook group. Those of you that are new to the show tonight, thank you for joining us. Those of you that watch us every week, thank you for joining us. Cass, thank you for joining us. Chandler, thank you for eventually joining us. Thank you very much to Steve for joining us. And we will see you next Tuesday, motherfuckers. Adios.
Bye.